point that yes, it is destroying Nigeria, or it has destroyed Nigeria, but it can be repaired. So I'm not of the opinion that, well, that's the end, it's all done now, you know, we just have to put up with it. No, I'm not of that opinion at all. So welcome, guys. Please share this with as many people as possible. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts as well. So please let me know your thoughts so that we can all rub minds together on these issues. There's several things, you know, a lot of people send me information. So they send me videos and also articles of other people that maybe are related to some of the issues that we're discussing. So I want to read some of those articles out. So you have to pardon my reading because I don't often read out. So it's just recently that I've started reading out. And it's really good to read that because you know how you sound and also you can improve on yourself. But if you read silently, then that's, you know, you don't know how you sound, and also it's... and on improvement, you don't even know how to improve yourself. But anyway, it's not about my reading style. It's about just communicating this information that some people are starting to see, and I want us all to discuss as well. So Nadina, and I also want to read your comments. So today I'm going to read as much comments as possible because I really want your thoughts on this. So you've seen my my title there, Churches Destroy, Churches and Religion. I just want to put churches. Personally, if it's left to... Well, it was left to me, but if it's just left to my selfishness, right, I would just put churches destroyed Nigeria. But clearly, there's only 50% of, well, not only, there's 50% of Nigerians that are Christians, which means only 50% would have been going to church. So for that reason, I cannot say churches alone. So I said churches and religion destroyed Nigeria. But I'm putting a lot of the weight on churches rather than religion as a whole, but churches, because churches are practicing religion rather than Christ, you know, practicing Christ-like behavior. So guys, please, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinion on these things that we want to discuss. So yesterday, remember there was a video that Dr. Sunday showed, and that video, you know, I've seen this video before. This video is not a new video to me, right? I've seen it before, but I just kind of passed by this video. But I want to discuss something that is really prevalent, especially on social media and generally with Nigeria, is that the prayers that we pray. I know I have discussed before the prayers, and Dr. Sunday has also discussed the prayer. But, you know, what is the content of our hearts that this type of prayers is the type of prayer that have the numbers of views that he's had, you know? So part of it is like, okay, a lot of us now on this platform will not be able to relate very well, or we might exclude ourselves. Not that we won't be able to relate, but we would exclude ourselves from this type of prayer and say, we don't pray this prayer. But if 2 million people, and those 2 million would probably be Nigerians that are listening to this, and they are listening to this type of prayer, what kind of person do we then create? What do we build from this type of prayer and this type of expression of our Christ-like? So what is Christ-like Christian or Christianity in this kind of prayer? You know, what is Christ-like in it? Because 2 million, and we know we've shared a lot of pastors, a lot of GOs, bishops, and all the other prayers. So we're not surprised. But there are even others that are not very well known, and this is what we're all engaging in. What are we building with this type of mentality and this type of prayers? And then I also want to share with you other things. So I want to share with you an article that I read. And that article, I've had this article for like over maybe 2 weeks now. And I thought, okay, I'm not even going to share this article because I don't really, but the more I read it, the more I find new things in there. And one particular thing that I found in this article when I finally read it was like a sentence, and that sentence really baffled me. And of course, that sentence is from Daddy, the one and only Daddy G.O. Adeboye. And it baffled me, and I thought, okay, I also want to share it with you. I want to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to show you this video first of all, and then I'm going to read other things that other people have written. At least 3 different people, a gentleman and 2 ladies that have written. And I think this is time we all start waking up and be bold, start writing things like this, and let other people see exactly what is going on. So I'm going to share this video now without further ado. If you're on YouTube, let me say hello to you. I'm sorry guys on YouTube, Welcome. I know we're on YouTube already, so welcome if you've just joined us on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Let me just go quickly on YouTube and say hello, and also say hello to a few people. I will say hello to a few people on Facebook as well before I play the video. So guys, just bear with me. I'm just putting on the YouTube so that I can see the names, because I can only see Facebook names at the moment. I can't see YouTube names, and I think that it would be nice to say hello to people on YouTube as well. So welcome everyone. Please share this with as many people. I know you know the various methods of sharing already, so please do so as soon as possible, so before we start officially having this our conversation. And also guys, feel free to call Move Agent Madik if you want to share this, if you want to share your thoughts on what we are discussing today. Move Agent Madik on Messenger. That's what you need to call. So on Facebook Messenger, you go to Move Agent Madik and you can call, and you can also write your comments. I promise I'll read out your comments today. So please join me in this our conversation today. So we have Gift, hello Gift, hello Lupu, hello Orogun, and thank you Oluyomi. Thank you very much. Those are the names that I can see so far, but anyone else, thank you. Somebody's already had a thumbs down. Well, thank you for the thumbs down. I haven't even started yet. Okay guys, don't be scaredy cats. Who likes me saying scaredy cat? I think is King Joseph that likes scaredy cat. So guys, don't be scaredy cat. Whoever is already saying, putting their thumbs down on YouTube, well, welcome. Just continue to join us. Who else do we have? Oluwashim, thank you very much for joining. And then we have His Holiness. Thank you, His Holiness, for joining. So I'm going to play this video. If you were with Dr. Sunday last night, you would have seen the video already. But this video really is like, okay, again, we've seen these things happening so many times with all the other big pastors, but in a more subtle way. But look at this guy, right? Since yesterday I think he had 1.5 million, and today already the views have gone up. So it's now over 2 million views that have seen this. So 2 million people are looking at this, well, including us. Maybe some people are doing it for research like myself. But let's just have a look, because I'm really, we need to find a solution to all these problems. Churches and religion have destroyed Nigeria, and it's still destroying. And I also wanted to add, I just wanted the title shorter. When I say Nigeria, I mean the people, because Nigeria is not just a land. Include the people that are in Nigeria. So, and you also include people that are raised, born, and have the mentality of this type of behavior. So they're also Nigeria. Wherever they go, they will still be Nigeria. So I'm going to show the video. Daniel, oh my God, you're so impatient. So I'm just telling you now that Nigeria is not just a land. It's not just bricks and mortar, but it's you and I that are Nigeria. So let me just show the video. As Daniel is not patient, so let's give him what he wants. Okay.
Begin to open by force by fire. The Lord God sent fire and thunder to every region of darkness where they are fighting against your destiny. I pull down the strongholds of hell that rise against you. I pull down the strongholds of darkness that rise against you. I pull down the strongholds of hell that rise against your marriage. I pull down the strongholds of hell that rise against your finances. Anywhere you're watching me right now, begin to share the video, begin to invite your friends, begin to type amen. I decree by the authority of heaven, fire rise for your sake. Fire rise for your sake. Thunder arise for your sake. Fire arise for your sake. Every power fighting you, I pull them down by fire, by thunder. Any evil power fighting you, I pull them down by fire, by thunder. And any occultist power, where they mention your name for evil, let the thunder of heaven destroy them. Let the fire of heaven destroy them. Elijah prophesied and said the door will like the blood of Jezebel at the passage of Jezreel, and it came to pass. Hear me, somebody. Any power, any authoritative power that lock your womb, that say you will not bear a child, let them link their blood. Let them link their blood. Anybody that has ever vowed that not in their lifetime, that no good thing will come out of your father's house, I decree and I declare, since they are so let you go. Let God link up their blood. Let them fall down and die. Anybody that possesses evil power, that say you will bury your children. Anybody that possesses evil power, that say you will bury your husband. Anybody that possesses evil power, that say you will bury your wife. I decree by the authority, I command them to fall down and die. Let them link their blood. In the mighty name of Jesus, I decree by the authority of heaven, who is that man, who is that woman that has ever vowed that you will never celebrate in your life? Arise, O God, and let your enemy be scattered. Let the fire of God destroy them. Let the fire of God consume them. Let the fire of God destroy them. Let the fire of God consume them. Who lock your door? Every door they have locked against you, I command those doors to open. Who lock your glory? Any glory they have locked and buried in the grave, I command your glory to resurrect them. Who bury your destiny? Any destiny they have buried, I command your destiny to resurrect them. Are you watching me right now? Anywhere you are watching me, if you can share this video, if you can type amen by fire, and if you can share this video and invite your friend. If I be a true prophet, before I finish this short video, your glory will escape from the hand of your enemy. Your destiny will escape from the hands of the enemy. Oh my God. Oh my God. They kill a whole cow to marine spirit, to make sure that they frustrate your marriage. They kill a whole cow.
Wow. Okay, so this went on for over 20 minutes. This prayer, it went on and on. I could play it for you, but it's all along the same line. You know, this kind of prayer, I just want to know, okay, where is God in this, actually? I don't understand. Not that I am surprised, because if we've seen Daddy Gio pray and curse and rain curses on people, which are their fathers, these people, this is their fathers, right? And we've seen Bishop aggressively slapping a child, Bishop Oyedepo. We've seen how he is, prayer of curses that he's praying. So the next ones that are going to come after them, we know that they're going to be worse, all right? So we know, but we have to do something. We can't just sit down and just not do anything. So I really want us to think. I want us to rub minds together. We've had now over 2 million people, maybe the 45,000 in the views are doing research and came across this kind of thing. They're against it. But 2 million people have watched this. It's absolutely ridiculous. And 2 million people would have this type of things in their mind, and this as prayer, and this, even if they were not Christians or they're not religious people, they will look at this, and this is what they would know as a representation of God or Christianity. It is absolutely wrong. We need to stop this. And this is usually from Nigeria. You don't see many, well, I think we're starting to see maybe Ghanaian and other African countries that 1 or 2 pastors are coming out. But there's usually Nigeria. Nigeria is like the top of this. If we can stop it in Nigeria, and we can stop it anywhere else as well, because this is really sad. And guys, I just want you to know, right? You do know that this is a business as well. They push one as the pastorpreneurs, but these ones are also businesses. They put the ideology, or they plant the seed in your head that you have these enemies, somebody is against your marriage, a dog is sucking something, you know, you've heard all the things that he said. And in life, 1 or 2 people, you would have challenges due to maybe lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, you know, maybe your environment, and things that you can have, you can check principle to fix. But because these people will come and give you all this type of deceptive lies and prayers, you will start telling you that it's your father's home, it's your mother's home. This is very prevalent in Africa, and it's not just in Africa. Even those people that have moved out of Africa and in other countries, they are also carrying this mentality, and they are believing in this. So we need to help ourselves. You know, I've come to discover now that if you do not brainwash yourself with what you want, create the life that you want, create the ideas, the reality that you want, everybody else is going to brainwash you. One way or the other, you're going to be brainwashed. So it's either you're brainwashed by these kind of people, or you choose to brainwash yourself. And this is what is happening everywhere. Everyone is just at your mind to brainwash you to create a business for themselves. And this is the type of business. Because again, I have to ask this guy that which God is he serving, and which God is he expecting you to pray to, when that God sat down and watched all these things happen to you. And even while you were growing up as a child, you grew to adulthood, to a reasonable age where you are, and you survived. God protected you. A lot of things happened to you. You were okay. But yet, you now reach the age where you can think for yourself. You're an adult. What you have start thinking, what they're planting in your head is this type of information. And this is they now twisting God in your mind and twisting what God is to you in your mind. So this guy, I can play it for you later on, but I want to read your comments. And also, before I read your comment, remember I was saying that there was something that I read an article of Pastor Adeboye, and in that article there was a sentence there that really got me, and the sentence really pretty said, a prayer warrior is more effective than an activist. Okay, and I think, okay, it was in the context of the henchman that he said that. But this is part of the problem. If you think a prayer warrior is more effective than somebody that is activist, maybe just not in politician, but what I interpret that to be, correct me if I'm wrong, right? It's like you're active in trying to make a change. So it might not be about the henchman, but it might be in something. You'll be more effective praying than being active in doing something, taking an action to do something. That's absolute fallacy. I don't care if he considers himself as assistant God, or if he's daddy of everything. Yeah, but that is absolutely wrong to say that a prayer warrior. No, a prayer warrior is not more effective than an activist. A prayer warrior is not going to do anything. You know, you can pray from now to tomorrow. It's not going to build anything. Prayer warrior is not going to build a society. Prayer warrior is not going to create new technologies. Prayer warrior is not going to do nothing. It's all lies. So we need to wake up to these things, because these are subtle ways where they put words, you know, they put emotive words. Prayer, God, Christ, my daddy God said to me, you know, they drop it into sentences, and you don't read all the sentence, or you don't actually grab all what they're saying, because you've heard God, you've heard prayer, you've heard Jesus, you've heard scripture. They mentioned Malachi, they mentioned this, they mentioned that, and that's it. They just use those words, they drop it in to what they're saying, but what they're saying is really not making sense, and actually is pulling us back. So I'm going to read that article to you. It's about the henchman. I'm not trying to dig up that, but I just want you to see the whole mentality, so that you can start brainwashing yourself now, because everybody else is trying their best, their hardest to brainwash you. And if you don't brainwash yourself and create your own world and create exactly what you want life to be, and make it happen, because you're a creator, you're created by a creator, you're also a creator. Other people will be doing that for you, and they will do it, and nothing is going to happen to you. To them, you're just going to be wasted. That's it. I am just saying, okay? You're just going to be wasted if you don't. So let me say hello to a few people that have come on. Hi guys, welcome guys. I appreciate you all for coming. Let me read some of the comments here. I'm going to read the comments on YouTube first. So we have here His Holiness that says, the continuous reverence of the convicted Reverend King by the supporter in the face of the crime he committed. Okay, this is not related to this conversation. Our message of instant gratification has created a generation of people who only want to see instant results, immediate relief, and a painless profit. That's a very good point, His Holiness. And I think that's the reason why these people that are not informed, they will gravitate towards people like this, you know. But the guy is not even saying that you're going to get anything. It's all evil, this is happening to you. This, you know, if you listen to everything that he said, somebody don't want you to get married, somebody is destroying your destiny, somebody is doing this is doing that. It's like, okay, you know, where is God, for God's sake? You know, where is God that let me help me to live from when I was a vulnerable child to this age? Why is he abandoned me? What did I do differently? You know, it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. I mean, not everything has to be logical in a spiritual world as a spiritual being, but at the same time, we have to really come to our senses. If we're going to believe this kind of people and follow them, and over 2 million people following them, then there's a fundamental problem with us if this is what we believe. So yes, I do agree that instant gratification is a big issue, and a painless and profit without pain, or profit without kind of service or anything, that's what we want. That's part of our problem. I do agree. The scripture says that by the labor of your hands you shall eat. Happiness and prosperity will be yours. Thank you very much. That's also His Holiness. Beautiful Conscious said that. Hope this cancels the thumbs down. Okay. Beautiful Consciousness, well done. Thank you very much. I'm not even bothered about the thumbs down. I have more people that have got thumbs up than thumbs down. But thank you very much for that lovely gesture. Thank you. Thank you. VC Media says, video, wow. Is this Nollywood or another attention seeker guy? Well, I will take the attention seeker guy. I think it's an attention seeker guy. Yes, you're right. Queen Maiwa, are people's brain don't wash off? Or well, it's not just, you know what, I'm very conscious to even say other people. I'm also including myself in this, you know, because it's not, they're affecting us. If one person in your community is brainwashed, believe me, that brainwashing is going to affect you as well in that community. So we are all affected by this problem that is going on. And then we have here, His Holiness says, I found that religion in itself is a limitation for Nigeria. Yes, religion is a limitation for Nigeria. Religion is a limitation for any country that is more religious than thinking of cause and effect. You know, any country that don't think about cause and effect, they just think religion, supernatural, or miracles, they are worse off. And it's proven, if you look at all the statistics and all the data, you would see that the countries that are not doing well are the religious country. The people that are not doing well are the people that are religious. They are not thinking about cause and effect. What can I do to achieve this? What are the processes that I need to go through in order to achieve this? How do I improve myself? What are the services that I need to give in order to get this reward? Not think that way. They think busy occupying their times with who's going to who's doing this for them, who is affecting their progress, not even giving themselves any power. That I'm the one that created myself. God created me, but I am making a choice because He gave me free will. So anything that's happened is my responsibility, not taking any responsibility. People like this prophet Michael Oluwasukomi Fakorede, somebody like him, he's now putting out a business that is ruining the whole nation. And it's not just him. There are many of them. You can't go on social media any day and not find people like this that are doing this. So there are lots of them. Then we have here, Easy Death is saying that it's because somebody explain what's happening. Oh, Easy Death is a long explanation. Maiwa, please play the video again. We want to comment. Okay, I'm going to play the video again. His Holiness says, and our religion is I think maybe it's interwoven with our tradition and our culture. That's in itself become our shackles. Wow, that's so true. Handcuff, restraint, and constraints. That's a very good point that His Holiness is giving. That is true. Religion and culture have been our tradition, culture, religion interwoven. Everything is just a mess. You know. We now need to brainwash yourself, create the ideal world that you want to see. Because if you go by all these things that is happening, it's like we're not going to get to anything. They're just going to steal our life and steal our purpose on earth. So we have here, Easy Death is asking me if I'm an atheist. No, Easy Death, I'm not an atheist, okay? I am somebody that have sound mind and I believe in God and I follow Christ, okay? And I want to be like Christ. So that's what I am. If whatever you want to tell me to be, then it's up to you, but that's what I am, if I can just share. Then I have here, Ebony says, the way people pray now is by giving much attention to the devil. I wonder what's the effect of finished work of Christ on the cross. Brainwashing in itself is contagious. Yes, very good, Ebony. Ebony has made a very good point. There's too much attention given to the devil. You know, this is the thing. Whatever you give attention to is what would occupy your mind. And what occupies your mind becomes your reality. It's a very simple thing. You know, whatever occupies your mind is what you're going to act out. you know. So if they're putting all this in your mind, they're telling you about the devil and everything, then you will start acting them out. That's what you will believe. That's what your whole world will be surrounded by. Those are evidence of what you will see. It's a simple thing. Everybody knows that. It's like the case of the eye is the glass half full of the glass half empty. You know, whatever circumstances you are and you think that the glass is half empty, then it's always going to be a problem. It's going to be a lack mentality. If you think it's half full, it's like what you will be thinking is how to increase the glass. You know, you still got something, it's half full rather than half empty. So you have to always think about this. They are brainwashing you left, right, and center. And religion, tradition, and culture are the biggest ills of this world that is doing that. And so-called people that are saying they're not Christian, let's just take away Christian, but they say that they are following Christ or they know God, they are the biggest perpetrators of this as well. So somebody's just asked me that they want to see the video again. I'm not even going to rewind. I don't need to rewind that video. It's long enough. So I'm just going to continue playing it for maybe a minute or so, okay? So I'll play the video again. So there's a he called himself a prophet, but please don't blame him. It's because that's what he sold as well.
To a shrine and to make sure they frustrate your destiny. They kill a whole cow to a juju priest to make sure you come back home with pain. And I had you just to type in it, you cannot type in it. And I had you to share the video, you cannot share the video. Hey, I decree, whosoever that kill a cow because of your destiny, whosoever that kill a cow because of your marriage, whosoever that kill a cow because of your career, I call down fire upon them. Let that shrine catch fire. As I'm talking now, thunder is striking the juju priest. As I'm talking now, the shrine is catching fire. As I'm talking now, that evil shrine where they invoke your name, where they tie your destiny, that evil shrine where they are feeding you in the dream every day, every night when you sleep, they must feed you in the dream. I command that shrine to catch fire. 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 Every powerful man, every powerful woman, gbogbo alágbára tó ń kọjú ìjà sí ògbó ayé rẹ, àrá Ọlọ́run máa sọ̀lù ọ́, iná Ọlọ́run máa jó wọn, àrá Ọlọ́run máa sọ̀lù ọ́. Every powerful man, every powerful.
It switched to Yoruba now. What he's saying in English is now saying in Yoruba. So it's unfortunate. He's a Yoruba guy. So, but it's not about tribe. Okay, this is just too much. So there's so much that he's suggesting. So he's even saying that I'm telling you that you should share this and, you know, type like, and you can't do it. You know, anybody that's killed a cow to for your marriage, to tell you to, or cow to ask you to come back to Africa, we're in pain, blah blah blah. This is just suggesting evil. These are evil suggestions. They are operating for evil. Either they know it or they don't know it. I don't know. Okay. But my point here is that when we see Daddy G.O. praying this similar prayer, but in a more subtle way, okay, and he's saying that evil fire to come upon people, and he's been a so-called Christian man of God for over 30 years. What do you expect when you see these younger men? Well, this one might not be that young, but when you see the younger one, they would be upgraded. You know, their level of craze will be even more. And if we don't stop it and wake up, and the way to stop it is not to participate. You cannot tell anybody that stop talking, stop saying this. It's participation. Our participation is authority. Our participation is saying, that's good, keep going. I'm buying your lies. Your lies is working. And wherever you stay, your environment, it determines 50% of who you are. It determines 50% of your life. So these are the environment that they're giving us. These are the environment that you're seeing. You know, it's even online. They're even bombarding the cyberspace with this. 2 million plus people have watched this. This is such a mess. You know, so what do you expect from a country that believes in this? What do you expect from people that believes in this? You think that somebody is trying to do something and God is just there watching that person to while the person is going to kill the cow to destroy your marriage. You think that God doesn't care so much about you until you pay tithes, you pay offering, you pay sacrificially, you pay first fruit offering, you pay this before God comes to your rescue. You know, that alone, how can you even trust that type of God? How can you even give reverence to that kind of God, the God that you've been introduced to? It's a lie. You know, that is not Christ. Christ is not like that. God of the Bible is not like that. It is just all deception, and everybody is trying to brainwash you with everything that they have. You know, this is too much, and we need to wake up by not participating. So I want to read the article to you that I saw, and you know, some of this misconception, we need to dispel it. We need to dispel it fast. And the major one is that prayer. So what triggered me in this article was just that prayer is more effective than being an activist. By being active, prayer is more effective. It's all deception. No, there's a place for prayer, but it is not more effective. Okay, it's not a blanket thing that prayer is more effective. There's absolutely a place for prayer. I am not diminishing prayer or dismissing prayer, but to say that it's more effective and it's coming from somebody with such authority, this is part of the people that are destroying Nigeria and are making Nigerians lazy. Because people would rather go to church and go to all sorts of services to pray than to take action, to build infrastructure, to think that how can we plan this? What are the strategies that we can plan to make things better? They will all go and pray. This is exactly the examples that he's given. And if he's an authority in Africa and he's telling people this, then you know that if you listen to this, that's one brainwash. We are doomed. I'm not so sure if he knows that is wrong. I'm not sure. But either way, we just need to wake up. Either he knows or he doesn't know. That's not even our problem anymore. Our problem is that we need to wake up. We need to wake each other up that this is a mess. How can we get out of this and stop participating or believing what they're saying that they're authority? You know, that authority, you need to just forget it, because this is the reason why we believe lies or why we don't like truth, is because of authority, and enough is enough. So let me just read this article to you. Please pardon my reading. I am not I can be better, you know. I'm improving, okay? So this is still better than we used to be. Okay, the article, you will say, let me show you the article first. I'm reading it from one of the blogs, Premium Times, but I can post it if you want. I can post this article on one of the pages. I think I'll post it on Move Agents Matic. So, I mean, mommy, please stop. You're acting on carnality. Okay, Abdul, don't worry about me. I'm not so worried about you. Just let's keep going and you will see who's acting on carnality. This is a deception that they fed you as well, Abdul, and I do feel sorry for you, really. But let's go. So here it is. It says, why I refuse to speak out on killings in Nigerian killings in Nigeria, Pastor Adeboye. So this is talking about the henchmen, but that's not my own focus here. My focus is really what he's saying generally and how really it doesn't even make any sense. All right, but because it's an authority, people are listening to him and they're taking that authority. So I just want to pay your attention to that. So it says here, Pastor Enoch Adeboye on Friday night led members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God to pray against people shedding blood in Nigeria, to pray against them, okay? That's key. So you can understand that guy who's like probably a Christian 20 years ago, and Pastor Adeboye being a Christian, a father that probably taught him as well, says the blood in Nigeria, their protectors as well as their sponsors at the church February Holy Ghost service held at the Redemption Camp. So he's saying that these henchmen, they should pray against them, their protectors, and also their sponsors. So this is suggestive as well. It's suggesting that these people have protectors and they also have sponsors, and that is also going to create another enmity or enemy against these people, rather than you praying for peace. You can't pray for peace for people you are enemies with. So anyway, this is a sort of way of manipulating and destroying Nigeria. Then he says members of the church members of the church in 198 countries participated in the program through viewing centers. They prayed for the killers and their collaborators to be exposed and dealt with. The pastor would also hold special 3 hours prayer session for Nigeria at the Redemption Camp on February 13th. I did a program on that already. I showed you. If I go through my videos, I'm sure I'm going to find Pastor Adeboye where he was praying as well, similar to what this guy that you saw, his prayer, but in a very subtle way, but similar words are used. Then he went on and says, explaining why he had not personally commented on the widespread killings in the country despite calls by people for him to speak out. He said he belongs to the Christian Association of Nigeria, that's CAN, and the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, both of which have led leaders who have spoken on the issues on behalf of their members, including himself. That's okay, you know, that's a reason that he's given, so that's his prerogative really. But last night, he decided to talk about the killings to members of the church in his capacity as the general overseer. He chose to address this issue mathematically by reducing them to simultaneous equation to derive an answer. So this is another brainwash. You know, you shouldn't have to wait for anybody to give you their reason for you to be able to reason. God has given you sound mind, so you can reason yourself. But this is another hogwash or brainwashing. So it says, Pastor Adeboye, a former university teacher, have a doctorate degree in mathematics. The equations, according to him, there are certain problems beyond man. Wow, okay. There is no problem beyond God. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Man can hide from the fellow man. No man can hide from God. Then security agents can be compromised. God cannot be compromised. Look at this really childish hogwash that he's giving adults that are in the church. This is not a children speech that he's giving. It's not given to the audience of children. These are adults. You know, this is why you just need to free yourself. His holiness is non-negotiable. What's this got to do with anything? And cannot be compromised. Man can be sponsored. Man can sponsor evil. God cannot sponsor evil. Honestly, I just want to scream. You know, man can. What's this? Is this a lyrics? Is this something? I don't understand. The answer to the equation solved simultaneously. He said, is just one answer, which is that a prayer warrior, this is where my head was like, what is this pastor saying? A prayer warrior is more effective than an activist. I don't think so. He described the correct correlation of answers to the tendency of enemies. Again, this is an enemy propagator, enemies, and some children of God to underrate the power of prayer. He then led the congregation in a series of prayer for the killers, people who connive with them and their sponsors to be exposed by God and dealt with. Praying in a similar vein earlier, his wife Folu Adeboye, who led congregational prayer for nations, pleaded for God to grant Nigeria a victory over its challenges this month of February. In his main sermon, which was a continuation of the church sermon series titled Stronger Than the Enemy, the general overseer likened the problem of individuals and nations to mountains which can be moved by faith. Okay, all right, guys, I'm going to post this. It's a long article. Is the article? I will post the article so that you can see it. I will post the link. I might do that now for YouTube, and I'll try to do it for Facebook as well, so that you guys can see it, and everyone that is watching now can just go and read at their own pace. But this is like a whole hogwash, as in total. It's just telling you. I don't really know what it's saying, but basically, nobody can deceive God. Pray to God to help us. What else? There's just a whole lot of things that they just don't even correlate. He just messed everything up. You know, I don't understand. It's like he's talking to a bunch of idiots. That's the way that it is. It's a video about it. You will find it videos in one of the. It's a video of him in that clothes. So if you go on YouTube, you'll find that video as well. So I just want us to really urge ourselves that we should open our mind and not allow ourselves to be brainwashed Rather, you brainwash yourself. Create the love, the life that you want, create the ideas that you want, and work towards that idea. Religion, church, GOs, bishop, papas, everybody, they're just trying to get hold of you and take control of you, brainwash you so that you can be subdued under them, not even under God. You know, God in their eyes is just like secondary. On this earth, they want to be on top, and then you want you at the bottom. And this you need to really know, because if you don't know, you're just going to be following them and following what they're saying. And most of the time, it's just hate, evil. They sell a product to you, and that product that they sell to you is even a bad product. So they sell enemies to you, they sell problems to you, they sell, and then they will tell you that coming to their denomination, coming to their church is the cure for that as well. That you don't have cure. They sell hating your family, they sell hating your friends, they sell all sorts of things to you. So you really need to know exactly what you're doing, and don't be brainwashed by these people. So let me just go into there's another article. There are 3 other articles that I wanted to read to you, but maybe I'll just read one. And the one that I want to read it for the mere fact that this is just got a lot of points on what we can watch out for. This person has written, and I thought maybe this is a really good way to kind of find, what I always like is that every time we say that there's a problem somewhere, then we can also have a solution of what we can do differently. But this solution comes in the form of, these are the things that we need to do, or these are the things we should watch out for, rather than even just do. So I'm just going to read this one to you as well, and then I'll read your comments if you don't mind. So what you have to say, or what you can share as well, would be most helpful, guys. So feel free. So I'm sure that I'm not sure if you guys have seen this before, but it says 10 concepts of church or pastors in Africa. So let's see. Okay. Glad the creator is using the infidel to challenge the Christianity corruption. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. So let's look at this one. It says church destroyed Nigeria. Okay, that's in one of the articles actually that I picked this from. But this one says that 10 concepts of churches or pastors in Nigeria. So things that you should watch out for, guys. Superman mentality. So the pastor is like the Superman. They are the ones who are more powerful than any believer. You know that. You've seen evidence of that. God called them apostle of prosperity, all those kind of words. These are the Superman kind of mentality. They want to be honored like the politicians and the chiefs. In Africa you have chiefs and whatever they call themselves. And then number 2, worship seekers. Pastor seeks to make believers to be bowing to them. Some goes to the extent of kneeling as sign of respect or humility. They claim to be the only anointed ones. They demand worship through brainwashing. That's it. Remember I said about brainwashing? They brainwash you. Whatever they say, they want it to be the goal, but it's not the goal, okay? It's not. Then they have packaging mentality, e.g., how many crowd you have able to pull for a conference, how many churches you have built, how many countries you have traveled to, etc. Competition mentality. They have more followers. They have the biggest church, auditorium, and shows off their cars, etc. Guys, you've seen evidence of all this before. If you want videos, I can probably put in videos. Miracle and prosperity craze. They mesmerize followers with signs and wonders, which is meant to build their ego and pride. If they are not prophesying, then they are performing fake miracles. Of course, you know all this already. Money driven. They tell you to go and empty your account for a breakthrough. You have to pay money before you see them. They preach about miracle money. You've seen this already as well. Everything here, you've seen it. Family business. GO's children and relatives are becoming pastors, even if they are not interested or have the drive. Of course, you've seen this. You know the Oyedeko's empire. This is what is very prevalent there. And then we have here ownership mindsets. They think they own their members and so lord over them. That's RCCG. They're very good at this, and Christ Embassy as well. they tell you things like, if you leave this covering of ministry, you won't succeed in life. You've heard so many stories like this already, so I don't need to even give you any evidence of that. Slavery system, members can't do anything without the pastor's concern or involved, e.g. giving prophecy for marriage, partners, business, traveling, etc. And then there's another one, number 10, mental slavery. They have managed to twist scriptures to enslave followers. Members just follow them without using their brain. They no longer study the scripture, but they can follow their dogmas and doctrines without asking questions. So guys, you guys know this already. I know that you've experienced it and you've seen this happening in real life with one or two people. I know you've seen it already. So what do you have to say? I really want to hear your thoughts about it. And then I have this video. I don't know this pastor. I just heard him saying this, and I thought, okay, let me share. Okay, wow, I don't have the video anymore. I thought I did. Okay, yes, I did. So I just heard him saying something, and I thought, okay, let me share this. I'm going to play this as well. Okay, said, okay, somebody's asking me to post that list as well. Guys, I'll try and post all this stuff, all the materials, so that you can see them. So this is one pastor. I don't know him more, so he's saying something, and maybe he's giving us an insider information. I just thought I'll share with you guys as well.
The meaning of tithing is because we allow the word to enter the church, and everybody is now doing whatever they like. You know, we have series of pastors. They want to go to big churches where they will give them money. I've never seen a situation. I invited a pastor to my church. He said, how much am I going to give him? Because he's a pastor. You want to go and preach the word of God for me. I said, wow, it's impossible. Tell the man that we don't have the money. But they say that's what they do in big churches. Invite a pastor. You are going to give the pastor money. That's a corruption. There's corruption in Christianity. And let's be honest. You can only give pastors who don't have. There's some pastors that are just coming up. Sure, this pastor needs help. Let's see what to do. But now, pastor will say, how much are you giving me if I come to your church? Because I'm going to put crowd. Putting that crowd meaning what? Nobody is putting crowd for Christ again. They are putting crowd for the name of this, because of the name of somebody. If you now put me in your poster, I will use it to put crowd. I'm not interested. That's why I don't invite pastors. I do my things. I have many pastors that I train, and I put them, you do this for me, you do this for me. That's all.
Okay. So guys, I don't know this guy. I don't know which pastor he is, you know, even the way that he's dressed, I don't know. But the reason I showed you is that even they are exposing themselves. So this is also a pastor, and he's also sharing some of their tactics. I think sometimes we should listen to them, you know, especially when they're sharing their tactics like this. You should listen to what they're saying and take hold of it. Don't hate them. You know, it's not really about the flesh person. It's just about what is happening, what they're doing. It's all brainwashing. They're all brainwashing you. And you need to start now to brainwash yourself. Otherwise, these people will succeed at brainwashing you. If you are not brainwashing yourself, they will be brainwashing you. And this is what's happening generally. So I really want to know your thoughts. Let me start reading some of your comments. And feel free to call Move Agents Madik. There are two other articles that I want to read. But I thought I have been reading too much to you on articles. Maybe I should just hear your thoughts and see what you've got to say. So let's continue with this. Then we have here, okay, somebody saying Nigeria is a case study. Well, it's a case study, but we are the one that are going to work on it, Durojayi. You know, so on this case study, we are the one that is going to work on it. Otherwise, nothing will get done, and it's going to get worse, and we will be affected. That's the sad story. Nikki is saying, you're right, Maiwa. I'm discussing this with someone yesterday. Well, good. You know, very good that this discussion is going on. Hello, Jane. Thank you very much for joining. We have here, Princess, I just saw you now on the Truth series, and now you're here, Maiwa. Okay, thumbs up. That's Prince that's saying I'm everywhere. Okay, all right, Prince. Thank you, Idowu. I appreciate you too. Thank you very much. But we all need to be bold. It's not just me. I don't need to be the only person being bold. God created us to be bold. you know, but the life environment and including this brainwash, they subdue us. So if you're not bold, it's not your true nature. Your true nature is to be bold. You know, God is bold. So if your father is bold, you have the same genetics. Don't let anybody scare you. They've scared you with so many things. It comes from the home, with tradition, that you have to respect this, you have to respect that. Of course you have to respect them. But what does respect mean? Does respect means that you have to subdue yourself for them to gain what they want and subdue you as well. You know, that's not respect, in my opinion. In my opinion, if I respect you, it doesn't mean that I shouldn't tell you the truth, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't chastise me as well if I did something wrong. So saying that being bold, boldness is in our nature. We should all be bold. It's not just one man's duty or one person's duty. Everybody should be bold. Unto freedom you are called. It's not a mistake. It's not just a word in the Bible. It's a word that is there for a reason. You see pastors quoting all sorts of scriptures to subdue you, but they will not quote to you that unto freedom you are called. They will not quote to you that you have sound mind to think yourself. They will not quote to you that you have free will. They will quote all sorts of things to you so that you can be subdued and follow them. Thank you very much, Bijala. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. So guys, let nobody fool you that some people should be a certain way and you shouldn't be. You should also be that as well, especially if it is good and it's helpful, then you should be that as well. But thank you very much. I appreciate that kind words of yours. Thank you very much, everyone that's writing all this hello and greetings. I appreciate you. So I want to read a comment. No one has said, no, not that video with the toxic prayer, boxing the air prayer. Boxing the air prayer. I don't know the boxing with the air prayer. What is he pulling down? Okay, people are commenting on the prayer. Can this kind of evil prayer help Africa? Obviously, it hasn't helped Prutenic, because if it's helped, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We would have said Nigeria is great, everything is great. We wouldn't have this conversation. So the answer to that is that no, it's not helping. It will never work. Too much hate in the prayer. Yes, too much hate. It was all about hate. It was all about being suspicious of other people. It was all about blame. You know, nobody in society, even friends, any friends that always blame somebody for something, you know that that friend is not going to be a good friend, or it's not going to be very successful, because it cannot see through anything. You know, even in a family, if you have anybody that's always blaming other people, you know that that person, they will not reach potential. Anybody that blames, or a blame culture, even at workplace, if there's a blame culture, nobody is going to take responsibility, and there's going to be a lot of animosity in that environment. But in the whole country, if majority of the churches are praying this way, what is the effect? What is the impact of it on the society? And this is what we're seeing, and that's why I said that religion and churches have destroyed Nigeria. And you know, that's just a plain fact that we've seen evidence in. Chinese says that this is absolutely nonsense. Yes, I agree with you, Chinese. Idori says, how do fire arise? Where will thunder come from? Do people even listen to themselves? This man is evil. Idori, you know what? That's a very good point, and I don't think anybody listens to him. When fire arises and thunder arises, even everybody will be casualty. You know, you will be a casualty. Even this pastor, when they're praying, thunder arise, thunder. You know, if thunder arises there, even they will be carried away in that thunder, you know. So I don't understand. They don't think that we're stupid, or they're just using words, or they don't believe in God and they think God is just, you know, something. This is just a business. To me, it's just a business to them. You know, let me capture people's mind. But that business is ruining lives, and that's the main problem here that we are having. So I don't know how thunder is going to come, fire is going to come, and that fire is just going to go to that one person and take that person, and then what? It's just still, they're not even thinking straight. It's not making sense. Sam is saying, but people like this kind of nonsense. People like this kind of nonsense. That's true. When you say it's when you say it, they oppose you. Let me tell you, these kind of prayers were subscribed to reveal the wickedness in our heart. Wow, Sam might have some point there, you know, because you have to have some sort of wickedness in your heart to continuously pray this type of prayer for as long as this pastor did, you know, and think that Because even if you don't have wickedness in your heart, you have a pure heart. Once you start praying this prayer, wickedness is going to build up. Do you understand? And that is a contradiction to the nature of God in you. You cannot pray this prayer and not have some sort of animosity, some sort of hatred in you to pray it. So I think Sam has got some point in terms of that's what people want. Additional says, let dog lick their blood. Exactly. You know, dog lick a human blood and you're going to be happy. So whose dog is going to be doing that? Your dog? Do you have plenty of dog that is going to be licking people's blood? You know? This is ridiculous. And a blood-sucking dog is going to, even if it's your dog, that is, you know, this is the reality of things. I'm not just being trivial here. If a dog is licking somebody's blood, it's going to always seek blood because it's an animal, you know, and it's going to eat your own blood at some point as well. If he has no more bloods to eat, it's going to start eating yours and sucking your blood. Who even thinks this prayer? I don't know. Who is the guy? What is his name? I don't know. Okay, his name is there, but his name is there. I don't want to really give him more audience. I'm just showing him as an example, but his name is there. And then we have here, Kende, hatred, hate, wickedness, curse, unforgiveness, fall and die prayers, lack of love, retrogression of Nigeria. Wow, Kende has got an equation there, and I think that equation is spot on. Retrogression of Nigeria, and this is bad. Call down and die, pastor, no love. Yes. This is, thank you, Mr. B. It's like call down and die, die. Who's dying? You know, it's too much. Socracy and witchcraft. That's Sam again. They're saying that normal Nigeria prayer, thinking everyone is behind your downfall. Very sad. That's unfortunate. BJ is saying that's sad. That says that BJ is saying, Lord, is God a vampire? Let God lick their blood. You know what? I didn't even notice that. He said that Lord God lick their blood. Why would God be going to lick anybody's blood? It's madness to be saying that God should lick their blood. What for? You know, total crazy. And you know, I had an example of a single person that this thing is affecting so badly. I have a video of a single person and the way the single person is acting. This is just an extreme case, right? And if you see BJ's comments actually reminded me of that person, and I'm going to show you the video. I'm going to show you that video right now. If I can find it. I think I will be able to find it if I just be a little bit patient with myself. I'll find the video and I'll show you what exactly is going on with people, because they have been watching people praying this type of prayer and they think that this prayer is okay. So I found the video. Excellent. So I'm going to show you this video. And this is not a joke. This is, well, it doesn't appear to be a joke to me. Wait, okay. So this is a single person that is praying. I don't know where he is. I'm just using him as an example. This is an extreme case, but still an example. A single individual, I don't think he's a pastor. Something has happened. You can tell from his prayers what he's saying.
Praise the Lord. Oh, my brothers, my sisters in the nation. The way that people that die in the nation is so fine. Father, calling to come and everyone the grace of God in the name of Jesus. I command you, Daddy. The way that people are dying in the nation is so fine. And the spirit of death, you do that thing. Come, use your blood to cancel that thing. Use your blood to cancel that thing. The way they start dying in the Ghana, we don't agree. Father, I command you that evil spirit in the name of Jesus. Holy Spirit, Holy Jehovah, Holy Mother, everybody full of grace, the Lord is with me. President and that's about women and the president is full of the old Jesus. Only Mother of God, pray for us in the power of our death. Amen. Oh my God, everyone the grace of God in the name of God. Father, the way the people they die in the nation, okay. Daddy asked me, use your blood to cover me. Use your blood to fire that disease there to stop our nation. That demon, spirit, or God disturb our country. Father, use your blood to break that thing in the name of Jesus. I command you. The way my sister Ebony is dying, so far for me. Father, it's a spiritual war. In the name of God, it's spirit of God. I come here to preach for you. Everyone take your life. God bless the nation. God bless the nation. Bless our president. Bless our former president. Bless the ministers. Bless the former ministers. Bless the woman in the the nation. The way the people inside the nation is different. Jehovah, Shabalabatesa will fight. Shobolobatasa the Shelemotwai. Shobolobatesa the Shoah. Shobolobatota. Everyone who has Shobolotosa every day. It's Jehovah. It's Jehovah. It's Jehovah. Father, cancel that day. Father, cancel that day. We die too much of the nation. I come that the use of blood to pass for me. Father, use of blood to pass for me. Bless the nation. I command you, Holy Spirit of God, a man full of grace. Oh, my Father, cover me. I'm feared. I'm feared. Shatawari, where are you? Shatawari, where are you? Pray for God in the name of Jesus. Now I command you that evil spirit in the name of Jesus. Father, cover me, no die. In Jesus' name, I command you. Father, help me. Father, help me. I don't want to die. I want to die. I fear. I fear. Father, help me by the grace of God. This time I can't believe. Ebony, where are you? Ebony, where are you? My God, bless Ebony. Anywhere you go, anywhere you down. In Shabbat, in the name of God, praise the Lord, hallelujah, praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
Okay, me, I don't even know if it's a joker or this is real, but the thing is, yeah, even if he's a comedian, because some people are saying that he might be a comedian, even if he's a comedian, you know, comedy is a depiction of reality of what is happening. So even if this is a comedian thinks that this is okay to do, but from what I gathered, it seems like maybe his sister Ebony died and people are dying, and he's saying that he's saying I fear. Oh, a Christian shouldn't fear. Somebody that is carrying a Bible like that should not fear. If you are fearing, then you don't have a God. You're not a child of God. If you're fearing for things, or you're fearing that you will die, or you're fearing for what you lack, you shouldn't fear at all. You know, and of course, if you're hearing all these preachers and all these pastors and the way that they're praying, you will be afraid. But fear is not of God. You know, fear mongering. That's how you know that all these GOs, all these prophets that are trying to put fear in you is for their own gain, so that they can subdue you, so that they can brainwash you, so that they can control you. It has nothing to do with God. You know, so his sister Ebony died and he's praying, and it looks like a comedian, but it's not a comedian. I think this is a real experience of somebody that is praying because it's ignorance. Thank you, Idowu. It's out of ignorance, and it will be out of ignorance if you don't take control of yourself. Start to brainwash yourself by yourself. Do not let other people brainwash you. If you don't brainwash yourself, people will brainwash you. And those people would include the trusted GOs. It would include the trusted bishop that you trust as authority, or people that have a better superpower or a closeness to God. Those are the people that will brainwash you. They will all do it. You know, that's the Ebony's Ghanaian artist that died through accident. You see? So Mary is there is saying that. So this guy is not joking then, because he said Ebony has died. Ebony's death is really painful for me. So it means that this is somebody praying. This is what he thinks that it is okay to do, and he thinks that it's okay to do it because he's seen pastors praying. You know, he's seen how they were praying over die and this, and you know, all sorts of things. That he said he fears, he's afraid. You know. It's not a joke. You can tell that it's not a comedian, that it's not joking. He is an ignorant, yeah, but in terms of being a joke, it's not a joke at all, because you can tell. He even went on his knees and he was saying that I fear. A child of God should not be fearing. You can imagine, even if the devil does exist and the devil is watching now, devil will just be laughing at you. You will just be laughing at him that what an idiot. That yes, that's what I want to happen to you, to fear, to you to be like this. But you know, you shouldn't be like that, because you're in Christ. This is a Bible carrying. I know it doesn't mean anything. You know, carrying a Bible doesn't mean anything. But you have God, but yet you're scared. You're afraid. You can't do anything. You listen to another mere mortal more than you listen to the God in you. You reverence the mere mortal more than the God inside of you. You don't even acknowledge yourself. Then there's something seriously wrong. So we are thinking that this guy is ignorant, but we are all like this, to be frankly honest. Anyone that believes that they have to go into a building or they have to go to some land, Canaan land, or even Israel or anywhere for them to go and meet God or to touch anything or to see anybody or to see any Daddy Gio to touch them, all the evil testimonies that people give because they saw Daddy Gio pray for them, this and this pray for them, Bishop, Papa did this. You're all the same. All of us, anyone that does that, they're all the same with this guy. It's just different grade, different level, different styles of it. It's all the same. And this is why Nigeria is such a mess. We need to start helping ourselves. You brainwash yourself. What do you want? What solutions are you here to solve on earth? And focus on that. Otherwise, other people are going to be brainwashing you. And they come in the lights of your Papa G.O., your Daddy G.O., Papas, Bishop, pastors, prophets, apostle, all of them. They're here to brainwash you. So please, guys, help yourself. I know Dr. Sunday is always saying that there are 7,000 remnants. But please, you are one of the 7,000 remnants. If you're listening to me, don't even expect it to be somebody else. You are that person. Start taking responsibility for yourself and stop waiting for Messiah or some miracle person or somebody to tell you what your future. God has already done it. He said that it is finished. And indeed, it is finished. So I'm not a pastor, but I know this. I am very confident with this. I'm very confident with the words of God. And you need to fortify yourself with that. So please, I promise to reconcile you. Okay, there's I wanted to read the comment, but I'm not even going to bother with it. So anyway, let me show you, guys, some of the books that I think that will help. And some of them I have read myself. And it's helped me to actually be brave, if you say that. But I think it's the nature of God that helped me to be brave inside of me. These books just helped me to tap into it. So let's go for... this is one which I think that everybody should have, which is, who am I? Why am I here? Everybody needs to know who they are and why they are here on earth. Let me change it so you can see it properly. Whoa, sorry, excuse me. That's not the one I wanted to... Okay, so this is the book, Who Am I? Why Am I Here? I hope you can see it better now. Who am I? Why am I here? It's a book that will help you with all this to understand who you are, know your purpose so that nobody else is brainwashing you. You're using your brain and your time for your purpose. Then there's another one here. It says, where are the heroes? Let the heroes arise. We're all heroes. You know, God did not create any villains. It's just we are all heroes, and we need to know. We need to know how to tap into that. Where are the heroes? Let the heroes arise. This book will really help you. And then now, you need to know about Church Shift. Everyone that's read this has said this is a revolutionary book. So I would urge everybody to read it, at least read it once. It says, it's titled Church Shift. It says, discover the key to transforming your world. Discover the keys to transforming your world. Okay? So church is not a building. Church is who you are. Okay? And then we have this. It says that problem your shortcut to prominence. You know, this is one of the things that they used to scare us. Like the first pastor that was screaming and praying all these hate prayers. His hate prayers is about problems. He's presenting you with problem and presenting you with fear that will make you so afraid that, you know, you are demoralized and you run to them. It's a business that they're running. So if you're afraid, you think somebody is doing you bad, that's why you're not progressing, that's why you have problems. They present these things to you. They suggest that this is your life. This is how your life would be. But that's not true. Problems is a shortcut to prominence. And if you know that, you won't even be afraid. Even if the things are not working out, what you'll be looking for is processes, ways that is going to work out, ideas that is going to make it work out, not feel demoralized about the issues. It's you feeling strong and knowing that you have sound mind to make it happen for your good. Raising the next generations, the generation of Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. A lot of secrets are in this book. And please, it's not a biography about Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. It's just because some people are thinking that that's what it's about. It's not. It's just or what they have done or how they did it. No, there's much more to this book. So I would urge everybody to get it and also get it for your children as well. Insulted by ungodliness. This is what this guy is doing. The guy that I showed this video that is praying and saying, is insulting you by ungodliness. So let us know what is ungodliness, and then, you know, we have an answer for people like this, or we don't even entertain them at all. Kingdom-driven life. You know, we should be living the kingdom of God here on earth. You shouldn't be living as, you know, I'm just going to travel to the kingdom or heaven when I die. Earth should be the kingdom of God. Bring thy kingdom come on earth as it was written. You know, that's how it should be. So if we know this with this book, I think this book will help. And of course, I just urge you to read other books as well, other sources. It doesn't have to just be Dr. Sunday, but I've been reading Dr. Sunday for some time now, and I haven't even had time to read other sources, but I will do as well. So I'm just telling you what I also plan to do. How to become a developed nation through dignity of labor. You know, when Daddy Gio is writing and in his word is saying that prayer is more important than being an activist. I think this is the effect of that, you know, not having dignity of labor, thinking that you're going to go and pray, and everything is going to happen. No, you have to work at it for it to happen. No prayer is going to do anything because God has already given you the ability to make things happen. So this is one of the books that I think that everyone needs to read. And if you can get it for Daddy Gio as well, I think it will be a great idea if you know him. He says here, how to become a developed nation through dignity of labor. I think it will be a good idea. This one says excellence, the key to elevation. You know, that's one thing that we all need to practice. You know, the things that we love to have are things that they were built well, they were created well. Like, you know, iPhone, you know, that it works really well, it's expensive. You pay a premium for excellence. So everyone should strive to be excellent in life. So it's the key to elevation. If you produce anything or you give a service or you do anything in exchange for money or even as friends, even in your behavior, you should be excellent at all time. So this is a very good book. How to be excellent is you will learn how to be excellent in here. It says excellence, your key to elevation. So it's a very good book. Then this one says how to become great through time conversion. A lot of us really, we don't really know what to do with that time. I think that for me, you know, I didn't even know that I need to convert my time to something like, you know, to have a tangible product with my time. You know, it's something that I'm still getting used to. But, you know, having a book like this, I think is a great book to help us to understand that. So go for it. And then there's one here, The Essence and Value of Life. So this is the last book I'm going to show you. Everybody needs to know the essence and the value of life. If you don't, again, it's very easy for anybody to brainwash you. It is very easy for anybody to be praying evil prayers and telling you that there's something that is delaying you, there's this, there's that, selling you bad products and making you chew them up. So please, guys, let us help ourselves in actually developing ourselves and giving ourselves understanding. So these are the few books I'm going to show you that's related to this topic. There are other books Dr. Sunday has, so you can go to DSA. We can write to dsasbooks@gmail.com. That's dsasbooks@gmail.com. So write to us and we will be able to get these books for you wherever you are in the world. We can send it to you and they're at low cost if you get it from us. But of course you can also go on Amazon to purchase any of the book, and you can even register on Amazon Kindle, and a lot of this book will be available free of charge on Kindle or even at a lower cost as well. So feel free and also read widely. I'll be back again, that's tomorrow, but Dr. Sunday will be back this evening, and later on again, twice today, Dr. Sunday will be back. So at 7 p.m. Ukraine time, which is 6 p.m. Nigeria time, and which is 5 p.m. UK time. So we'll see you again. Our first back is at 7 p.m. Ukraine time, and then the next one will be 9 p.m., which Dr. Sunday is going to continue with the love series. It's been an interesting series, loving, knowing, and understanding God through love. So let's join this. Let's join the program at 9 p.m. and before that at 7 p.m. Ukraine time. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. So tomorrow I will see you with another program. Guys, all of you that are sending me videos and sending me information, I really appreciate you. You make my work much, much easier because I don't have a researcher. So you guys are like my researchers. So I appreciate you very much. Thank you. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.